All right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back here for another weather video. This is Tuesday, December 2nd. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Taking a look firstly at your national radar picture. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It is pretty quiet throughout the country. Now, there are some exceptions over here, as you can see in the East Coast. Look at this. Thought this was interesting. A lot of moisture on the East Coast today. And then out here into our region, we do have some things to talk about here, actually. We do have some rain and snow showers that is currently ongoing. That started this morning out west and has leaked into eastern South Dakota now. Redfield, actually a spot in particular that is seeing a heavier band of snow move through the Redfield area. You see that darker blue color, that is where we got some snow. And then over into, Watertown, seeing some light flurries, it looks like. Even Brookings, down towards Mitchell and Salem. Sioux Falls even could see a few flurries yet this afternoon. And then you go out west, and it's mostly rain, actually, because we are above freezing. And as a result, mostly rain showers instead of snow showers. A lot of this activity is north and east of Rapid City at this point, northeast of Spearfish, and then another hit over here by Wall and Phillip, area of rain there. So those are the spots that we have some rain/snow showers. Temperature-wise, we are chilly and cold once again. We have temperatures mainly in the 20s across the central regions, 25 in Sioux Falls, we got 27 in Mitchell, 27 in Watertown, we got 25 in Aberdeen. So it's in the 20s in eastern South Dakota. Then you go out into central South Dakota, and it's a little bit warmer. We got 37 in Pierre, 36 in Mobridge, 32 in Chamberlain. And then you go out west, it's even warmer. We got 39 in Rapid City, we got 37 in Phillip, we got 34 in Custer. So it's a little bit warmer out west. And then you go down into Nebraska, and it's even warmer. Where there's no snow, we got temperatures in the 40s to low 50s. We got 50 in North Platte. We got 39 in Valentine, 46 in Scottsbluff. We got 41 in Grand Island. But then you go back to the east, and it is chilly again. We got 28 in Omaha. We got 28 in Des Moines, 25 in Fort Dodge, 25 in Spencer, 16 in Mason City. And you go up here even farther to the east and to the north, and it gets even colder. We got 21 in the cities. It is 16 in St. Cloud, 19 in Duluth. It is 19 in Fairmont, 16 in Rochester. So it's pretty cold out there overall. Farther west and south you go there, the warmer it gets. Now, we're going to look ahead here at what's next in the forecast ahead. We're going to look at a couple of items that we need to get to. First, let's hear today's sponsor at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, so jumping into a look here, this is a little bit different view of the picture of what we have going on here. So this is using a different tool, Radar Omega is what we use. So we have a winter weather headline that has been in place since this morning. That was issued here. Winter weather advisory for the black portions of the Black Hills region, mainly the northern half of the Black Hills region, also extends into the Wyoming portion of the Black Hills, so the Sundance area. Now let me read this off real quick here. Snow expected of 3 to 7 inches locally. It does say roads, especially bridges and overpasses, will likely become slick and hazardous. Plan on slippery road conditions. And it says hazardous conditions could impact this evening's commute. And it also says, again, where is this at? Again, this is in South Dakota, the northern Black Hills region. And then in Wyoming, it's the Wyoming Black Hills region. And this is in effect now from now until 6 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow morning. So that is the latest out there. So if you're in that area, plan on winter weather conditions. Otherwise, as you can see, a lot of rain shower activity going on out west there. And then you go out to the east, and it's more snow actually than rain, where we have the cooler temperatures. And as a result, we actually have more snow out here out west. And that Redfield spot in particular is a bit of a concern. They actually just added a winter weather advisory for this area, believe it or not. This is up near, again, Redfield and Clark. Those are the two main communities that are impacted here. This is for Spink and Clark counties in South Dakota. Let me read this off here for you. It says, mixed precip, snow accumulations up to 1 inch, and ice accumulations of a light glaze from sleet and freezing rain are going to be expected out of this area. It says roads, especially bridges and overpasses, will likely become slick and hazardous. Again, mixed precip, and they are stressing that. Again, until 9 p.m. Central Time this evening. So that is how long this goes until. So another 6 to 7 hours or so, 9 p.m. this evening. And it does say, again, roads, especially bridges and overpasses, will likely become slick and hazardous. So mainly for that mixed precip, it starts with snow, and then it's going to turn into freezing rain and sleet. And so that is why they have issued that up in that area. How about Sioux Falls? Well, you put a loop on this, and it looks like this is going to miss the Sioux Falls area, the Sioux Falls and metro area. Now, Hartford could get a little bit impacted, maybe the Crooks, Del Rapids areas, but Sioux Falls in and of itself, not seeing anything yet. And keyword there could be a little bit of a sprinkle, but it looks like the snow is going to miss Sioux Falls to the north and to the west. All right, so what can you expect over the next several days? Well, let's go ahead and play out the Euro model and see what we are looking at here. And as you can see, this is kind of the current picture of things. Again, we have that rain and snow mix going on here across our area in South Dakota. The rest of today looks to be expecting rain and snow showers there the rest of today. And then it looks like the activity will wind down overnight, but then we still have that area out in western South Dakota, as I mentioned before. Looks like there will be some lingering snow showers out there, out west there, Rapid City, Black Hills region. And for your day tomorrow, high pressure builds over us, and so as a result, we do not see anything in the forecast for tomorrow. Again, we just in the morning, we'll have those lingering snow showers out in the far west, but other than that, tomorrow looks good. And then Thursday, once again, high pressure continues over us, and as a result of that, we won't have anything really to talk about on Thursday either. Although you will notice up in the far northern part of Minnesota, there could be some snow up there. But then our attention turns to Friday, and what can you expect? Well, starting on Friday morning, looks like we will have an opportunity for more snow out west, Rapid City, western South Dakota area. And Sioux Falls not really getting in on any of that on Friday. However, the next system comes in starting Friday night into Saturday, coming from the west, as you can see there, from Montana and Wyoming and North Dakota. And this will be snow activity that looks like will come into the Dakotas here on Saturday. And Sioux Falls getting in on this by Saturday later afternoon hours into the evening, and then overnight Sunday. It looks like we'll have snow in southern Minnesota and Iowa. And so that is kind of what we're looking at here. And then by Sunday, things will clear out. We'll get high pressure over us again, and we won't see anything really for Sunday. And then how about Monday? Well, another system looks to be coming into our area on Monday. That would take us out to the 8th of December, which is 6 days out. And there you go. There's your next system there on Monday. And across our region, that would include Sioux Falls, that'd be South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa. And then Tuesday we'll get a break, and then maybe another system out west there Tuesday or Wednesday morning out in the Black Hills region. And maybe another system coming through on Thursday and take us out to the 11th of December. Bottom line is we're looking at a bit of an active pattern overall in the grand scheme of things here. We'll have days, of course, where we're dry. You know, it pretty much looks like every other day. We will have a system coming through different parts of our coverage area, quad state area. Just depends on where you're at. Some areas will get snow, others will not, and some areas will get rain, some areas will get snow. It really just depends on where you are at. Now, something that I thought was pretty interesting and something I've been showing you guys for the last few days now. Taking a look at this map. This is, you look at the windshield map, and as you can see, we got that Arctic cold air coming through our area between South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, even up north into Canada and North Dakota. This is going to be impacting us for the next several days. It looks like we'll get a hit on Wednesday of some pretty cold wind chills around 0 in Sioux Falls, otherwise negative single digits to negative teens across Minnesota, northeast South Dakota, North Dakota. And yeah, some of these are impressive wind chill numbers, especially once you get towards Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Look at some of these wind chills in the minus 20s across our region. That's some serious cold air coming through our region. Looks like, again, Wednesday night into Thursday morning is going to be the worst of this Arctic cold that we'll be seeing, and then we'll warm up slightly for the rest of the week. But then you notice by the weekend, some of these wind chills return below 0 again. And then we might get a hit again next week of some bitter cold air too, as you can see there. Bottom line is we are in full-blown winter mode now. You know, if you like fall weather, technically you got 3 weeks, but it is not looking good for any kind of fall weather. We are pretty much in full-blown winter mode now. So let's wrap things up here with your 10 days. All right, so looking at Sioux Falls here over the next 10 days. Tomorrow, temperatures falling into the teens, below 0 overnight lows, and then we will have a slight bump in temperatures, mid-20s on Thursday, and then low 30s perhaps by Friday. Overnight lows in the 20s, and then for your weekend, we'll fall back again in temperatures, mid-20s on Saturday with chance of some snow possibly, and then teens on Sunday. And then we'll warm up back a little bit next week into the low to mid-30s, overnight lows in the teens and 20s. And not seeing a whole lot of moisture in this forecast, but again, we're looking at periods of activity on certain days, certain times, certain locations. A lot still needs to be sifted through. But also, we're not looking at any big-time systems either, like we saw last week. For the Aberdeen area, similar forecast. We got single digits tomorrow. That's the real notable difference. And then overnight lows below 0. And then mid-20s on Thursday. And then low 30s on Friday. And then overnight lows in the single digits. And then for your weekend, it's going to be colder. Temperatures dropping into the teens. Maybe some fog on Sunday. Mix of clouds and sun, and then next week into the 20s to low 30s, overnight lows in the teens and 20s, and watching those chances for possible snow maybe on Monday in Aberdeen. And then for the Pierre area, we're looking at a little bit of a warmer forecast overall. We got low 20s tomorrow, and then we're back up into the 30s by Thursday and Friday, mix of clouds and sun. And then for your weekend, cooling off a little bit into the mid-20s. Then looking next week back into the low 40s, overnight lows in the 20s and 30s by that point. And then for the Rapid City area, looking at an even warmer forecast where we don't have much snow out there. We got low 20s tomorrow. It's going to be the coldest day of the week. And then low 40s Thursday and Friday. And then for your weekend, a little bit cooler on Saturday, low to mid 30s, watching the chance for possible snow. And then next week, 40s and 50s returning to the forecast there for Rapid City. Mix of clouds and sun. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s. So this is sponsored by the Black Venom Outdoors and the Gatekeeper Security and Fence. So we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in for this afternoon's video. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We go live on TikTok now as well. So thank you guys for watching.